Hear me, if you dare, for what I am about to tell you will shake the foundations of your understanding, perhaps even disturb your very soul. This is not some fleeting fancy, some whispered rumor from the marketplace. This is a truth, stark and unyielding, forged in the crucible of countless lives, a truth I, Marcus Aurelius, have come to know through years of rule, years of war, years of relentless self-examination. And if you turn away now, if you dismiss these words, you do so at your peril, for you will continue to live under a grand illusion, a comfortable lie that robs you of your greatest power. Look around you. What do you see? Houses, perhaps. Lands, possessions, great and small. Gold, silver, fine garments. The titles you bear, the accolades you chase, the achievements you trumpet to the world. You toil, you strive, you fight, you even betray, all for these things. You call them yours. You believe you own them. And the world, in its vast ignorance, agrees with you. It applauds your acquisitions. It measures your worth by the abundance of what you hold in your grasp. But let me tell you, with the certainty of a man who has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the fleeting nature of all material things, and the inevitable triumph of time, you own none of it. Not a single coin, not an inch of land, not the very clothes upon your back. They are merely on loan, instruments you use for a brief span, entrusted to you by the capriciousness of fortune, only to be reclaimed without warning. Have you not seen it? The sudden fire that devours a lifetime's accumulation, the changing tides of commerce that render fortunes to dust, the envious eyes of others, or the rapacious hands of the state that strip you bare. Have you not felt the sting of loss, the gnawing emptiness when something you held so dear is wrenched from your grasp? Of course you have. We all have. And in that moment of stripping, in that raw instant of deprivation, the cruel truth becomes undeniable. These things were never truly yours to begin with. They were merely visiting. This is not a lamentation, mind you. This is a profound liberation if you have the courage to grasp it. For if all these external things are ephemeral, if they are but borrowed light, then where does true ownership lie? What then is the one singular possession that can never be taken from you, never be diminished by circumstance, never be touched by the whims of fate, or the malice of men, or the relentless march of time? This is the question that has haunted philosophers, kings, and commoners since the dawn of thought. And I tell you now, with every fiber of my being, the answer is so startlingly simple, so profoundly obvious once seen, that it often escapes those who seek it in the grand and the complex. The one thing you truly own, the one domain that is exclusively yours, is not external, but internal. It is your judgment. It is your assent. It is your mind and how it chooses to perceive and react to the world. Think on this for a moment. They can take your wealth. They can strip your titles. They can imprison your body. They can even silence your voice. But they can never, not in 1,000 lifetimes, dictate what you think about these things. They can never compel you to agree with their assessment. They can never force your mind to deem something good that you know is bad, or bad that you know is good. This is your impregnable fortress, your unconquerable citadel. Within its walls, you are the absolute sovereign. No emperor, no mob, no illness, no tragedy can breach this inner sanctum unless you allow it. Consider this. You are insulted. A man speaks ill of you. This external event, the words themselves, has no inherent power over you. Its power comes solely from your judgment, from your decision to interpret it as an affront, as something harmful to your peace. If you choose to see it merely as sound waves, as the misguided opinion of another, as something outside your control, then it holds no sway. The insult is not in the words, but in your reaction to them. You suffer a loss. A loved one departs. The pain is real, the grief profound. But the suffering beyond the natural sorrow often stems from your judgment that this event is uniquely terrible, that it should not have happened, that it is an injustice. While acknowledging the pain, your mind can choose to accept the natural order of things, to appreciate the time given, to find gratitude amidst the sorrow. The event itself is neutral. Your interpretation imbues it with its deepest suffering. This understanding, simple as it may seem, is the cornerstone of true freedom. For if you accept that your possessions are temporary, your reputation fleeting, your body vulnerable, but your mind, your power of judgment, is eternally yours, then you cease to be a slave to external circumstances. You are no longer tossed about by the whims of fortune, like a ship without a rudder. You become the master of your own inner world. This is not to say that external things do not matter at all. Of course, we strive for comfort, for safety, for the well-being of our loved ones. But the Stoic path, the path I have walked and urged others to walk, teaches us to pursue these things with preference, not with attachment. We prefer health to sickness, wealth to poverty, good reputation to ill. But if sickness comes, if poverty strikes, if reputation is tarnished, we understand that these are external events outside our true domain. And our happiness, our tranquility, our inner peace need not be shattered by them. For our inner peace resides in our judgment, in our reasoned response, in our unwavering commitment to virtue. Consider the athlete who trains relentlessly. He desires victory. He prefers to win. But he knows that many factors outside his control influence the outcome. The opponent's skill, the referee's call, even a sudden gust of wind. What he can control, what he truly owns, is his effort, his discipline, his attitude during the competition, and his response to the outcome, win or lose. His true victory lies not in the medal, but in the integrity of his effort. So too in life. We set goals, we pursue desires, we engage with the world, but we must constantly remind ourselves, what part of this is truly mine? What part can I genuinely claim as my own, beyond the reach of fate? And the answer, always, will lead you back to your mind, your choices, your judgments. How then do we exercise this profound ownership? How do we master this inner kingdom that is uniquely ours? Firstly, through discernment. Learn to distinguish between what is within your control and what is not. This is the fundamental division. My actions, my thoughts, my opinions, my reactions, these are within my control. The weather, other people's opinions, the past, the future, external events, my health, my possessions, these are not. Once you clearly see this distinction, you cease to waste precious energy trying to manipulate the uncontrollable. You focus your efforts, your will, your attention on the only place where it can truly make a difference, within yourself. Secondly, through reason. Do not allow your emotions to dictate your judgments. Fear, anger, desire. These are powerful currents, but your reason is the anchor. When a challenging situation arises, step back, examine it. Ask yourself, what is the true nature of this event? Is it truly catastrophic, or is my mind magnifying its perceived harm? What is my rational response? What would a virtuous person do? This process of rational inquiry, of challenging your initial impulses, is how you assert your mind's sovereignty. Thirdly, through acceptance. Not a passive resignation, but an active, intelligent acceptance of what is. The rain falls, the market crashes, a loved one dies. These are facts of existence. To fight against them internally, to rage against the inevitable, is to inflict needless suffering upon yourself. Acceptance is not weakness, it is profound strength. It is the understanding that while you cannot change the external event, you can choose your attitude towards it. Fourthly, through virtue. Your judgments are not merely about what is true or false, but what is good or bad. And the good, the truly good, resides in virtue, in wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. When you align your judgments and your actions with these virtues, you build an inner life that is unassailable. An honest man cannot be harmed by slander. His integrity remains untouched. A courageous man cannot be truly defeated by fear. His spirit remains defiant. A temperate man is not enslaved by his appetites. His will remains free. This is why, as emperor, amidst the crushing weight of responsibility, the incessant demands of war, the endless machinations of the court, I always return to this truth. My power over the empire was vast, yet precarious. My power over my own mind, over my judgments, was absolute and eternal. And in that I found my peace, my resilience, my unwavering sense of purpose. What is the cost of not understanding this profound truth? The cost is immense. It is a life lived in constant anxiety, perpetually buffeted by external forces. It is a life where your happiness is a hostage to fortune, where your peace of mind depends on the approval of others, the abundance of your possessions, or the absence of difficulty. When you mistakenly believe that your happiness lies in things outside yourself, you become a perpetual beggar, always seeking, always fearing loss. You become easily manipulated, easily enraged, easily disheartened. You spend your precious time and energy chasing phantoms, building castles on shifting sand. You sacrifice your integrity for wealth, your peace for reputation, your true self for the fleeting approval of the crowd. And when these external things inevitably crumble, as they always do, you are left with nothing but emptiness and regret. This is not the path of a rational being. This is not the path of a free man or woman. The true owner of his or her mind is serene in adversity, humble in prosperity, and unwavering in purpose. They are not defined by what they have, but by who they are and how they choose to be in the face of all that life presents. Your judgment is your compass. It dictates your direction. It shapes your reality. Two people can experience the exact same external event, a setback, a loss, an opportunity, and react in vastly different ways. One is crushed, the other inspired. Why? Because their judgments, their interpretations of that event differ fundamentally. The choice, then, is always yours. Will you allow the world to dictate your inner state? Will you surrender your most precious possession, your mind, to the whims of circumstance? Or will you claim your rightful sovereignty and exercise your power of judgment with wisdom, reason, and virtue? The answers to all life's challenges, the path to enduring tranquility, the secret to an unshakable spirit, lies not in what you acquire, not in what others think of you, not even in the cards fate deals you. It lies in how you play those cards. It lies in the choices you make within the confines of your own consciousness. It lies in the one thing you truly, unequivocally, eternally own: your judgment. Guard it fiercely, cultivate it diligently, use it wisely, for in its strength lies your ultimate freedom, your lasting peace, and your truest self. This is the lesson time has taught me, and it is the most profound lesson I can impart to you. Embrace it and truly live. Thank you for listening. If these words have stirred something within you, if they have offered a new perspective, then I invite you to delve deeper. Subscribe to this channel so that more such timeless wisdom may find its way to you, and together we may navigate the complexities of this existence with greater clarity and purpose. Until we meet again, guard your inner citadel,